I've been in a Real Love group for several months, and one woman in the group is starting to get on my nerves. The group meetings are usually 2 hours long, and this woman, Sandra, regularly comes in like an hour or even an hour and a half late. I feel that coming in so late is so insensitive to the group as a whole, especially since the other 7 or 8 women always arrive on time and we focus on really sensitive issues. Then she comes in and disrupts everyone's thoughts. She's usually hungover, beaten up looking, and has a lot to talk about. Then she takes over the group with her issues and goes on and on. It's not like she has a job or something that makes her late every time, but she's still late. So she's not there to support anybody else when they're needing to feel loved, but she comes in late to get support from everyone else. It just seems very selfish to me. It's like all she does is take, but she never gives to anybody else. So can I tell the group from the start that it's not appropriate to come in extremely late? Or if a person really can't help it, can we say that they can share their own issues, but they can't make comments about other people because they missed half the group and don't know what's going on? It seems to me that if we allow her to keep doing this, we send a message that it's all right to walk in any time she wants and disrupt whatever is going on. I guess I'm having a real problem with this. To me, it's reinforcing very negative behavior at the expense of the group on a whole.
Most of us spend our entire lives figuring out how to respond to something before we actually understand the thing we're responding to. But of course, we won't make that mistake here. First, we'll make an effort to see the truth about what's happening, and then knowing what to do becomes much, much easier. First, the woman who comes in late. Is she inconsiderate and selfish? Yes. It's pretty clear she doesn't care about you, or she'd get to the meetings on time. People who are chronically late are always selfish. They're telling you that their time is more important than yours. She arrives at the meetings to spill her problems and be listened to, but she has no interest in listening to yours. But is that the whole picture? No, it's not. And that's why we react badly to people. We see only part of the truth about them. What's the rest of the truth about this woman? Why is she selfish? When people are thinking only about themselves, it's because they're empty and afraid. If you're starving to death, for example, do you think about the welfare of other people? No, you think about yourself. If there's a truck sitting on your foot, what are you thinking about? Your pain. Emptiness and fear make us focus on ourselves. So this woman in your group, Sandra, is just empty, very empty. She's not trying to be selfish. She's not trying to inconvenience the group. She's just drowning. And drowning people think about themselves. That's just the way it is. So what's the truth about you in this situation? You have a woman in your group who is drowning, and you're actually impatient with her. You're impatient with a drowning person. Not only that, but you want to teach her a lesson. And you want to be sure that others don't get the message that being late is all right. Now think about this. How much sense does it make to be annoyed with a drowning person? It's kind of ridiculous, really. And do you really think people don't already know that being late is inconsiderate without you making a rule about it? I promise you, they know already. And so does Sandra. She just doesn't care. So making a rule won't make any difference to her anyway. You'll benefit most from seeing the real reason she bothers you. And we'll talk about that in our next session.